Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Win with Ryan, where we search the crypto headlines, we surf the crypto markets, and we surf the world. So today, we're going to be doing a video for Theta. We're going to go over the price analysis and my price prediction for Theta, what's going on in the very near future. So we'll check the live charts. You'll be able to see the daily charts, the 4-hour charts, and we'll also check the hourly charts. And then we will also go to the pro.coinmarkets or Cointelegraph and check the Coin Markets Pro score for Theta to see what the ecosystem of Theta is looking like. So here we go. All right, everybody. So here we are at thetatoken.org. And I did want to let you guys know Theta mainnet countdown continues, introducing T-Fuel staking and uptime mining 74 days. So that is coming super soon. Don't forget to download the Theta Edge node to participate. So if you are interested in Theta or you like Theta, all you have to do is come over to their website, Theta Token, and then go right here. It'll take you to this section here. And if you're on a Windows device, you can become an Edge node with that. Or if you're on a Mac, you can collect the Edge node here. And then once you're an Edge node, you'll be helping spread the network, spread Theta to the masses. So let's go ahead and jump into the charts and see what it's looking like for. All right, guys. So if you have been following the channel, you know that my favorite token is Theta token. Definitely super excited about that. Not super excited about the consolidation we've been going through, but I do love the actual project. And if you have not done any research on Theta, you definitely have to. So go check out that website. But let's talk about the actual price action here. What do we got going on? So as we can see here, we had a massive breakout yesterday, which was really exciting. We've been watching this symmetrical triangle form for quite some time now. In fact, it had actually broke out of a smaller symmetrical triangle, which we had right here. But after that breakout, we readjusted the triangle and it is now officially broken out. So it did break out, ran up really nice yesterday above $16, almost $16.50, but it had that massive pullback. The bears kicked in and the bears tried to drive the price all the way down. So we are currently in a new daily candle. It is at a doji situation here right now. The red candle, as you can see there, that is considered an indecision candle. So we're not sure which direction that we're going to go. However, that could also just be a stall token or stall candle. So you got to remember, and we talk about this a lot, whenever you're talking about price action and the candles, the way that they move, they always like to have a actual wick on both sides of the candle. And as you can see here, yesterday's candle was actually a full body. And then today, and there's also no wick prior day. So if you take a look at this candle the day before, the wick barely went to about here. And then it's came back down to the ending point of the day here. And then the next day had a massive pull down all the way down to here. And then it took off like a rocket ship and just went absolutely crazy. And then it came shooting back down. So one of the things that I like to tell the people that I work with, that I coach with, and things of that nature on trading is that when the price moves too fast, it is a dangerous sign because you might get really excited. So for example, your body of your candle takes off parabolic and it's up here, right? It's way up here and there's no candle on the day. There's no wick on the day before. So you have this massive body of a candle. If it closes at the very top, it still needs to come fill that gap. The markets will not leave gaps. It's very rare that you'll see any candle that doesn't have a wick on either side of the candle. And if it does, in day trading, this is actually a great way to spot the next potential move. So for example, let's say that there was a gap right here. So let's say that there was no wick on this side and there's only a wick here and there was a big gap from here to here. That would be a sign that here in the near future, it's going to come back down there, retest that zone and take off. So we are lucky right now because Theta has all of its gaps filled except for yesterday's gap. So it did make a nice run up, but today it needs to fill this gap. So that way because like the worst thing that could happen is this gap is left here and it runs up to $20 and then all of a sudden it has to come refill that gap. That's a scary watch and that's a scary drop. We don't want that. So the new candle just opened 3.5 hours ago It has already made its move down. It's pulling back up a little bit. So we'll see. Does it come all the way down here? It needs to fill at least 50% of the body to be 100% safe. So let's go ahead and take a look here of the body. Went to there. The 50% level is here. So, you know, I'm looking for that. It's close, but it's not there. So if you're going with the body, we're looking at $13.35 ish. That'll probably come down and tap if we're going off of the body. Now, if we, all right. And so since we have that taken care of on the higher time frame, we do like to take the back of the triangle and we measure the opening of the back of the triangle. And then we take that measurement, which we have here, and we move it to the exact breakout point. And it puts us where our target should be, which is $17.5660, something like that. I always like to get out of my trades. If you're doing day trading on these, I always like to get out of my trades significantly early, like 10 cents, 15 cents prior to the target, because a lot of times it will get close and it just won't make it. And then you're sitting there and you're not in a great spot, right? So we're looking for that breakout to continue. We're looking for it to run up all the way to 1750, and that would be a good exit spot. Now, if you're not in a day trade and you're just looking for this thing to run, that is what I would be looking for, be $17.50, the next leg of the up move. And then after that, we will just reevaluate what we're looking at from that point. So let's take a look at a smaller time frame here. Let's go to the 4 hour. All right, and then all of the signs during our 4 hour right here are looking strong. So again, though, you see that these candles have been coming down and tapping this body. So let's measure the body here on the 4 hour, because I actually like the 4 hour better than, look at that. Exactly. So 50%, right? So 50% of that candle has been filled. So we're actually looking good on the 4 hour. So we do not need a further pullback on the 4 hour. 4 hour is more of an indication than the full daily, but that looks fantastic. I mean, look at that. It literally went and tapped the 50% mark, made a run back up, and then it came down and teased it and then teased it and made a run back up. So looking good. Also on the EMA ribbons, that is an indicator that you can get on TradingView that's free. It turned long way back here, April 15th, and it's been running long. And it's really nice that the ribbons are starting to spread out, because the closer they are, the more likely that it could be switching back. But speaking of Bollinger Bands, let's go down here and take a look at the TDI. So the TDI, the green line is our buy signal, and it has run up significantly up to the 70. It's coming down, and it's now about to cross potentially back down past the Bollinger Band, or it is going to bounce off and continue on a continued up move. We can see that the moving average band here, the yellow, is sloping up, which is also a very positive sign. And with that being the case, we are still in a continued bullish trend on the 4 hour. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is looking even better. The only thing that I'm worried about the 1 hour is it has crossed below the red line and the moving average line here. And so this green line, even though it's a very, very short slope and it's on its way down. So where will this blue line and this green line meet? So the blue line's headed up, green line's headed down, looking like it's going to meet somewhere in here. So looking like it's going to come back down a little bit, maybe come test the ribbons here and then make its next up move. So on the 1 hour chart, we're looking good. Still in the bullish phase for the 1 hour chart as well. So looking strong. In the short term, it is doing a little bit of a pullback, and that's totally fine because it had a massive run yesterday. It's kind of just cooling off. And also what is really interesting, if you take a look from the Fibonacci here, it actually ran up to one full measure from the previous move. So one full measure was all the way up to $15.87 or $50.87. And then it came back down and it's tapped off of that 50% level like we talked about. So we are looking for a continuation move. It's doing a little short-term consolidation, basically retesting to see if this is the price, and we will see where it takes off from here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the CoinMarkets Pro score. All right, cool. So here we have the CoinMarkets Pro score, and this score is currently a 60, the Vortex score, and it was updated 3 minutes ago. The Vortex score, what that does is it takes historical data, it takes the market cap, it takes the current day's volume and the tweet volume, mixes it all together, and spits out a score to let you know what the algorithm thinks is going on. So right now, we want to see it at a 65 or higher. That is always the more bullish sign when it turns green. So as you can see here, this was green 68, 68, 69, and then the move up, and then now it's consolidating here and it has turned orange. The market cap, $14 billion currently, so it is up 16% today. And then also the volume is up significantly. So $2 billion worth of volume into Theta today, and you have 157% increase above the average for volume, which is really good. And then Theta, obviously people out there talking and tweeting about it, always a good sign as well. So the more people, more hype that comes in, the more volume comes in, the more the price climbs, all of that good stuff as well. So very cool stuff. Everything's looking really strong for Theta right now. And that is it. So I just wanted to thank you guys so very much. I appreciate your support on the channel. Hopefully this was helpful. Talk to you guys later.